Curious, she approaches but stays at a respectful distance. From inside the hut, she hears the sound of sobbing. Amy's curiosity turns to concern and she inches closer, peeking through the open door. Inside the hut, Amy sees a group of women holding down a young girl. And a small, beautiful city of Kenya. The airport is bustling with people from all walks of life. Among them is Amy, a vibrant American woman in her early 30s, arrives at a bustling African airport, excited to begin a new chapter of her life. She is greeted warmly by Kofi, a tall, handsome African man in his mid-30s, who she has been chatting with online and fell in love. They embrace, and Kofi welcomes her to his homeland with a broad smile. Kofi drives Amy through the picturesque African landscape, passing by traditional huts, children playing, and women carrying baskets on their heads. Amy is captivated by the beauty of the land and the simplicity of life here. She expresses her awe at the landscape, and Kofi proudly tells her that this is where he grew up, in a small village full of life. They arrive at Kofi's family home, a humble but welcoming place. Kofi's family greets Amy with warmth and open arms. His mother, an older woman with a kind face, takes Amy's hands and tells her that she is welcome here and that their home is now her home. Amy smiles, feeling at ease in this new environment. She notices Kofi's younger sister, Naomi, a bright-eyed girl of about 10, peeking shyly from behind their mother. "Hi, what's your name?" said Amy, who giggles and runs off, leaving everyone chuckling. The family invites them inside, and they share a meal together, filled with laughter and stories. Later that night, Amy and Kofi sit on the porch looking up at the stars. Amy leans into Kofi, content, and tells him how happy she is. Kofi smiles and tells her that he is glad she's here and that she's now part of the family. Few months goes by. Amy wants to visit her family back in her home country, just to find out that she cannot find her passport. Amy is devastated by the news, leaving her with only phone calls to her family back at home. Few more weeks goes by. Amy starts to get pregnancy symptoms. Not sure yet, she decided to keep the news to herself. With Amy not being able to go back to her country, money became tight. Things were tough out into the field as Kofi and his warriors were going out into the wilderness and couldn't find any food to bring back home. The next day, Amy came up with the idea of starting a small shop. With the rest of the money that she had, she was able to go out into the market in order to buy stuff for her small shop back at the village. Kofi helped her build it. As the shop grew, Kofi became jealous of Amy due to all the attention she started to get. Kofi's ego became hurt as he does not feel like he is the man of the house since Amy was bringing in all the money. Kofi and his friends were sitting down by the river. Meki, who was Kofi's closest friend, started to make fun of Kofi. "How can you let your wife be the one that's providing?" said Miki. Kofi, furious by the remark from Miki, goes back home and starts to give away all the merchandise to his friends for free. Over time, Amy noticing the shop not making any progress, Amy furiously confronts Kofi.
"How can't you see that I'm trying to raise money for our baby?"
Amy blurted out. Kofi, confused by Amy's words, furiously runs off, leaving Amy by herself for days. Few weeks goes by. Kofi comes back, giving Amy the cold shoulder. Amy decided to confront him again. "We cannot keep going like this," said Amy. "What were you thinking? Making me look like a fool in front of my village in my country. The man is supposed to be the provider," said Kofi. "I'm trying to put food on the table. I was not trying to bring you down," said Amy. "Why didn't you tell me we were having a baby?" Kofi said. "I wasn't sure," said Amy. Few months goes. Amy decides to reopen her shop. She also gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. The couple was so happy. Next week, Amy explores the village, taking in the sights and enjoying the new experiences. As she walks through the village, she comes across a small gathering of women outside a hut, including Kofi's mother. Curious, she approaches but stays at a respectful distance. From inside the hut, she hears the sound of sobbing. Amy's curiosity turns to concern and she inches closer, peeking through the open door. Inside the hut, Amy sees a group of women holding down a young girl, about Naomi's age, who is crying and struggling. To her horror, she realizes what's happening. The girl is being circumcised. Blood stains the ground, and Amy's heart races as she covers her mouth, fighting the urge to scream. She backs away, her mind reeling from what she has just witnessed.
Hi, thank you for clicking on this video. I hope all is well. If you want the part 2 of this video, all you have to do is comment on what you think is going to happen next, hit that subscribe button, and check out our page. Bye, see you next time.